Hello, welcome back to the Always Dreaming Bigger podcast with me, Bree. I am so excited you're here. I just want to say that I said it before, but I am beyond grateful for all the support I received on episode 1. I am just absolutely blown away. So thank you. Thank you so much. If you are absolutely loving the podcast so far and you want to connect on Instagram, you haven't already, make sure to head over to @Always Dream Bigger Pod. I will add it to the show notes, so that way it is there. But let's dive right on in, and I just want to start by saying that you have permission to be whoever it is you want to be, even if you're not who that is now. Like, you are unbelievably incredible for who you are now, but if you are constantly thinking about the person you want to be, start being her. You can be her. If you want to try new things, you can try new things. Just because it's not who you are now doesn't mean it's not who you can't be. And sometimes we get so stuck that we're afraid to move. We get so stuck in who we are, who other people think we are, what we're told. Sometimes it's by being told what we need to be, like who we need to be, what we need to do. So this is me telling you that you can forget about all of that and you can be exactly who you want to be. What is the highest version of you? The one who is so unbelievably lit up, so fulfilled. What does she do? What does she look like? What does she wear? Like, what is it that you want to wear? What is it that you want to do? Like, think about those things. You want to try pottery, but you're like, no, like I would love to do that, but I don't know how. I've never done that before. Okay, well, you can. Like, it doesn't matter if that's not who you are. It's who you can be. So, like I said, who you are now is truly incredible. I freaking love you. I do. But if you are constantly, like I said, constantly thinking about that, start taking action. Start doing the things. You can be her. If it's a habit that you want to break, you can break that habit just by continuously setting those intentions and getting intentional. Be intentional about all of the things, what you do, what you wear, how you speak, the vibe you bring in. Who is it that you want to be that you think is the most incredible? I just want to let you know that you is already inside of you. Okay? You just have to pull her out. So I hope that this is making complete sense. If not, I am so sorry. But to me it does. So for like a long time, may sound silly, okay? But it's just what I went through, and I realized actually that quite a few people are like this, where they're like, oh no, that's not who I am. Maybe because it is fear. You know, like I talked about last week, if you have big dreams, like, don't hold yourself back out of fear. It's kind of the same thing here, but it's more about your identity, and you get to choose your identity. You literally get to choose everything. The vibe you bring, the person, like the whole person that you are, this whole being, you get to choose. So I hope that you stop taking on other people's narratives, like their descriptions of you, and you decide to create your own description and stick to that, because you are that bad bitch, whoever that is. And maybe you absolutely love who you are now and you're like, I am that bitch. Okay, well then, you know what? Absolutely soak that all in. Absolutely soak it all in and show up like that every single day. Because I want you to be so fulfilled. I want you to be so lit up. And there's nothing wrong with wanting to be different, do different. Like, for example, you guys, I used to always dream about being like the fitness girly. Like, I loved the cute outfits, like the sports bras, the leggings, the shorts. I always loved that. And I was like, oh, I wish that could be me. I wish that could be me. And I didn't allow myself to be her, because I was like, no, that's not who I am now. So, I can't be that. And then of course, one day someone literally gave me permission and said, Bree, you can be her. It's just about showing up as her, taking the action. What does she do? What does she wear? What does she look like? How does she speak? Like I said earlier, how does she speak? All of those things, like, start showing up like that. Understand that you can be her. You are that bad bitch. So be her. And that really opened my eyes. For some reason, getting permission, like somebody literally telling me, like, you can be her just because that's not who you are now, really, like, woke me up and made me realize, like, oh yes, I literally can be her. I just have to take those action steps. Like, I'm not working out. I'm not wearing any cute, like, workout outfits. And, if you're like, well, I can't go buy all the outfits, like, can you thrift? What do you have now that you can piece together, and make it a whole vibe? It doesn't have to be like the craziest, it doesn't have to be perfect. Okay. I made an Instagram post about this the other day. You don't have to be perfect to have your dreams come true. So just taking those action steps, just starting, like, that's going to be huge, but you can be her. So start taking the action that you can. Work with what you have on the way to what you desire. And so whatever that may be. So like I said, someone gave me permission. And so I started showing up. I started doing the workouts. I found ones that I really liked. I loved, I didn't want to be like in the gym all the time. So I dove into like my at-home workouts. I pieced together outfits until I started buying more. And now I have those cute outfits, and, I love to wear them and I feel comfortable in them. And at one point in time, I never thought that would ever be possible in my entire life. Like I said, until someone gave me permission, I realized, like, oh, I just have to show up as her. I have to bring that vibe. I have to take the action, like those action steps, to be that me that I had always dreamed of. Like I said, there was nothing wrong with who I was. She just didn't understand that all it took was taking those action steps and believing that she could be whoever she wanted to be in order to get there. And so from the person who is sitting here now that never thought I would be where I am, I want you to know that you can get wherever it is you want to go, even if it's just one of those, like I said, when I started this podcast, it was the smallest thought, but it was a whole vibe once I allowed myself to really open up to it. So allow yourself to open up to all of those ideas, the person you want to be, your identity, and be her. Take the action steps. If you have to pull out your journal, you guys know I love journaling. So pull out your journal, write down all of those things. Who is she? Like, she's the whole vibe. So what is the whole vibe for you? And start showing up as her. But again, I hope this made total sense. I am not going to keep talking your ear off. I love to make these short and sweet. I might have longer ones one day, but for right now, I love the short and sweet. It's really a lot. I feel like it's a lot easier for you guys to just get all the info right in. I don't beat around the bush. But if you loved this episode, please leave me a rate. Feel free to leave a comment. I would be so grateful. I love to hear from you. Hop over on Instagram. I'm always there. But I hope you have the most incredible day. Thank you for coming, hanging out with me, and always dreaming bigger.